Hi everyone, it's the 14th of February. Now, yesterday's CPI reading took everything down. There were major big moves, but as with everything, these sort of data release days get retraced latest the next day, and it actually started already overnight. And even though ES, you can see, tried to break that red channel, it actually broke it, but then this golden bottom band right there, the golden bottom band, this is the low of January 17th. Okay, so this is kind of the channel that we have. The bottom band held and it broke back into the red. So this was a premature break due to news release action. Okay, and we are definitely most probably going to go back to 5020, 5025, and then we will see whether it can get to that green top band and smash through the blue and smash through the golden. Very, I would say, unlikely, but nothing is impossible in this market. That green channel is still calling for a deeper correction, obviously. But is it going to come down, break the golden, the blue, and come all the way to 4,600? That's the main question here. And that remains to be seen. At the moment, SPX, the cash CFD, you can see the green top band didn't hold as a major resistance. It kind of was broken, but then it came down. But you can see the red internal support held at the low of yesterday. So it almost tested that level, okay, and we are going to recover back to where it started, around 5,000 today, and then we will see whether it's going to come down to the red bottom band and then start a big rally. So this red and the ES is different from each other, as I told you yesterday. Dow Jones came down harder than I thought after the break of that purple support. The blue, this channel, I think I'm going to, that blue bottom or the red bottom band didn't really hold, so we can remove that one, but it's because of the entire volatility. These numbers cause always a very silly, stupid volatility in every market, but they, most of the time, 99% of the time, they all get retraced, and this is where it started. So I think Dow Jones is going to go all the way to 38,700 where it started, and then we will see maybe it's going to come down to the green bottom band and then keep on rallying all the way to 39,500. So it all looks very bullish still, and we will see whether that entire move is going to die off or is going to continue inside the green spin-off channel. So this is where it bottomed out in October. You can see this opening megaphone was broken, the purple resistance was broken, and the red channel is the red top band is still the target over 40,000. Is it going to get there? How is it going to get there is another question. We will have to keep on watching the price action. So this blue or green support rail is holding that internal. So if it gets to 8,750, 800, pull back to come to the green and then rally to new highs. That's my take on Dow Jones. Similarly, on the Dow Jones CFD, that internal support didn't hold, but you can see here there was something right there. Yeah, that internal support resistance that held. And we are possibly going to retrace all this lost ground today and then come down to the green bottom band, and I'm expecting another big rally off that level. So this green spin-off channel is our guidance at the moment. Nasdaq futures tried to break the blue support rail. This is the low of October, and it kind of penetrated a little bit, but then you can see this purple support held. The red support held, that red internal, and it's broken back above this purple broken resistance. So you can see it penetrated back down, but then it recovers. This is all because of the CPI news. Nasdaq, I believe, is going to get to 18,000, but possibly all the way to the red top band eventually. That is new all-time highs. While all the others are recovering, Nasdaq is already leading. The least drop happened by Nasdaq yesterday in terms of percentage, but it's also, you can see that blue support rail is perfection. So to me, this here is very, very clear, and the purple resistance is broken back up. We can remove it because it's been breached, but yeah, if it comes, even if it breaks that blue, then this red bottom band may hold to basically take it all the way to 18,250. So let's have a look at the Nasdaq cash. Nasdaq cash was even better for the blue support. First touch in October, second touch, third touch, and this is the fourth touch on that blue support. And as you can see, it bounced off that level. It broke out of this red bull flag. I'm going to put it very clearly here. That red bull flag I mentioned in yesterday's Twitter, right, for the members. That red bull flag was broken after the bounce, and now it's recovering, and I think it's going to get all the way to 18,000. That's the minimum target. Russell, obviously this was not ideal. The break out of the bear flag to the upside was bullish, but yesterday's news took it all the way to the purple. Broken resistance. Actually, this was the bull flag, the major bull flag here. It back tested those levels. Now it's recovering. Minimum target is 2050, and possibly all the way to that blue resistance, that long-term resistance from 2021. Yeah, this is 2021. Broken support, back tested resistance, and we're going to get back to that 2100, I believe, at just over 2100, maybe 2120, all the way to that blue, which would be higher than the December highs. FTSE also sold off. Now it's going to backtest that broken or failed bull flag. Did we have a kind of a support zone or support bounce? I think we did. That is a perfect support bounce for FTSE. Do you see that? That one, let's put this in purple, right? That three-touch support now, and if it breaks back into the golden and moves on, it may get all the way to 7,800, which is that blue resistance rail. So and DAX, even though it came to the green plus golden, initially it bounced a little bit, then came down, and I've been showing this red bottom band as the potential support. Massive bounce off that level. Now I think it's going to get to the golden top band and break it to the upside, and even get to the green top band and possibly break that as well. So this is looking extremely bullish to me. But of course, if it comes down and breaks the red, then I think that would turn things quite bearish. But I think this golden bull flag, this is a fakey because of news, the CPI news. I think if it gets to the golden and breaks it, then it's going to be bulls again. TLT came down, and this green internal resistance is still holding. You can see here. So far, it has no breakout, but I think after a while, maybe we're going to have a small bull flag here. I'm going to put this in. Well, I'm going to put this in. Excuse me. That golden bottom band, right? If it's forming a bull flag, then TLT is going to touch it. So if we look at the daily, right, that golden bottom band, if it bounces off the golden bottom band, then it's going to start a rally. Maybe today it touches it, gets to the golden top band and breaks it. The level for the golden bottom band would be around, well, 92. We are at 92.35, around 92.95. We are going to test the golden, and if it does rally and breaks it to the upside, that would be very bullish. ZN is the same. I've been calling for the breakout, and I said maybe it's going to penetrate a little bit. This was FOMC, so it will be retraced, and after that I think it's going to get to the golden top band, and maybe we'll see one more pullback and then a break to the upside. I think bonds are still looking extremely bullish. So this is US oil. It's still stalled at that red internal resistance, and it's now trying to break the blue channel to the upside. If we see it coming down to break it properly, you can see it's trying at the moment. It's not the best precision on an upward channel, but it's looking like, I mean, if it drops below, I think 72.50 or 77.50, 77.30, it would break it, and then possibly it will come down to that red bottom band, maybe even break that bear flag for good. Then it would target 65.66 again. Brent oil, same story. That red support is holding. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on that red support. It's not a channel, so it's not a channel because it has only one touch on the top band, so I removed it. But this support is quite critical. If it gets to that 84 level and then reverses to break the red, I think it will come down to the purple bottom band, possibly break that purple bottom band and come down all the way to the blue support, that long-term support at 72, 73 level. Natgas is digging deep, and as I've been saying, I think the ultimate target is at 1.3. This is the weekly chart, right? We are at 1.68, and at some point we will have a big rally, and then after that rally, I think it's going to come down all the way to 1.3, which is going to be a multi-decade support, and that's where we're going to buy it. Gold made a big move to the downside, of course, with CPI news. US dollar rallied big against everything, and it cleared that red support, and it touched the green and purple support. So this here is a double support now. Even though this golden support is broken and the red one are broken, we may get a back test on those and maybe even get to the purple top band, and then after that I'm still expecting more downside for gold, and ultimately I think it's going to come down to the 8th of October. This is Hamas attacks on this 8th of October night. There is a gap here at 1840. I think that gap is going to get filled eventually, but it's taking its time, obviously. And if we look at the gold spot chart, right? I know there are too many lines here. Just bear with me, okay? This golden support rail is the one to watch. Was the one to watch. It broke, back tested, came down from the blue top band. Now it's testing the blue bottom band. It broke the green broken resistance, so you can see it was broken, back tested. Now it's broken down, so it's been breached too many times actually. I don't think it's going to be effective, very effective going forward. But at the moment, gold is testing the red bottom band here and the blue bottom band. So today we may expect a rally to the blue top band, at least. Clearly, if it does break the blue and red, then I think the sell-off is going to accelerate. Silver also came down. What is so important is that the purple support is broken. Okay, after the reversal, so I'm going to remove the purple top. I don't think it's going to get to the red top band, but you never know, because we are sitting. Okay, the purple support is broken, right? That broken. We are sitting at the blue major support right there. First touch on the this is the COVID low. This is 2022 low, this is 2023 low, right? It's right there sitting, and it's at 22. I've been calling for 21, that golden bottom band, or even this gap fill at 2060. So I think it's not very far from that level, and ultimately we're going to get there to fill that gap at 2060. Platinum also came down, and this blue resistance rail is very, very important. As long as that blue top band holds, maybe we get to that blue top band today, retracing all or gaining back all this lost ground from yesterday's spike down, and then come down all the way to 850, which is the low of November. And copper is still on the blue support, just sitting there. You can see it hasn't really broken down, it hasn't gone to the red top band either, so I don't have much to say for that one. And as I said, palladium is not really very reliable, but break off the blue support is still bearish, and the golden top band or the golden resistance is still intact, so palladium is still looking bearish to me. All right, now so we'll look at Forex. Euro came down after breaking this red bear flag. Obviously this was CPI news. It came down hard, it made new lows, 107 now, and is it going to come down all the way to 106? I think there is a good chance, but I think maybe we'll see a back test on the red broken bear flag first, and then possibly come down further. Pound sterling reversed, remember that blue broken support, and I thought maybe it's going to get all the way, gain back this lost ground and then come down, but actually yesterday's news brought it down hard, bounced off the golden. Now the golden bear flag is broken, so this is all looking still quite bearish. I'm still long, I'm still bullish on US dollar. US dollar, Japanese yen, I've been saying for a while that the blue, so the golden bull flag was broken, the blue sideways was broken, and the purple support here, first, second, third and fourth touch, which makes the purple top band as the target. So I think it's going to climb all the way to 152.50, which has been my target for a while. DXY back tested the green, came down, tested that red support during yesterday's action. It broke that blue resistance. Now it's very close to the red top band. Since the break of the blue downtrend, I've turned bullish, and you can see we're now making new highs. And is it going to break that red top band? That's the question. If it does, then there's going to be more upside for US dollar. Aussie, like this is textbook technical action, right? That purple resistance held at during yesterday's volatility. Perfect test on that purple resistance. It had already broken the blue support, back tested it, tested that purple, came down hard, and it bounced off the purple line, which is now a confirmed support. So this is a wedge. I called for 68.65. We came over 400 ticks or pips from there. Is it going to break that wedge to the upside and rally a little bit? That is quite possible now. Very overbought, but if it breaks the purple bottom band, then there is going to be much more downside. Kiwi had already reversed at that triple resistance at 61.55. That was my call 3 days ago. And actually on Friday, I think, it touched that, came down, broke that bear flag, back tested it, now it's coming down, and it's sitting at that golden support again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is it going to break? At some point it has to break the green channel to the upside, but at the moment this looks extremely bearish. If it comes down, breaks the golden support, get to the red and break it to the downside, that will turn things even more bearish. Let's have a look at coffee. Still looking bearish to me as long as this green internal resistance is holding. there is a good chance it's going to come down to the blue. But do we have maybe an interim support? That is the red one here, right? So this red one, if this red support breaks, I think it's going to keep on selling. Wheat is looking horrible, obviously, because that golden resistance couldn't really be broken. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many touches. This zone is broken now. 585 is broken. So this zone, that support zone, yeah, it's now broken, which suggests that we're going to come down, even break that blue, come down all the way to 550. Wheat is still looking very bearish. Similarly, wheat March contract is breaking the red support here. So this suggests that we're going to come down to 550 as long as this blue resistance holds. Soybeans also looking bearish now. The purple bear flag breaking to the downside, just made a new low, and the green bottom band is at 1167. So if it touches that blue plus green, so that blue plus green double support at 1167, 1166, that's the level I think we're going to see a big rally starting at some point, because it's been overbought, very oversold. It's touching these multi-year supports. 1166 is the level where soybeans should start a rally, and corn is digging deep. 428 today. Is it going to bounce off the green bottom band? That's the question. And there's also the purple long-term support, and the green bottom band is at 422. So we're going to see whether that can bounce, and if it does bounce and breaks the golden, I'm going to buy more corn. So this here is a gigantic bull flag in the making, but of course it has to bounce off the green and start a rally all the way to 550, even at some point break it to the upside and get to 800. So cocoa is still pushing, and the obvious target is the purple top band at 6,400 and maybe just over 6,400. Sugar is, as I said a few times, it either is going to break the golden top band or it's going to come down and fail the bull flag. I think this is a failure of the bull flag now. So that bull flag is failing, and I think it's going to come down to fill this gap at least, which is 2160 or so. We're at 2292. So sugar wants to fill that gap. And cotton is extremely bullish, but it's very bullish, but it's going to be extremely bullish if it can break this green internal resistance. It looks like it wants to, because this golden bull flag is broken and the red is broken. So that is a double resistance, major resistance break. So cotton is looking very positive here in my opinion. Okay, now what's more positive is Bitcoin. Look at this. Wow, astonishing. Since the break of this triangle to the upside, I thought it's going to break to the downside, but it actually did the exact opposite. It's been rallying, breathtaking, really non-stop, and it's at 51,700. That golden top band, right, is now getting tested. This is the very, very important level for Bitcoin. If it can break it, and you can see the broken blue channel is also getting back tested. Obviously this channel it's not, the back test doesn't really matter because it made a new high after the channel was broken to the downside. So it doesn't really matter that much. Not that much. It matters, but it doesn't matter that much because it made a new high. So it's actually forming another uptrend from the lows of September, really. So I'm going to come to that if and when that golden top band breaks. It's testing it right now, today. So that golden top band is getting tested, as you can see. That's the third touch on that golden top band. Anything beyond 52,700 is going to look extremely bullish. It's going to be all out parabolic rally from there. Ethereum, I had given you that red bottom band touch. The turquoise, the blue, everything was pointing to the red top band, which is at 3,000. It has been a fantastic rally inside the red uptrend. Solana is pushing after the break of the blue channel. Very bullish, and I think it's going to get to the minimum target is the high of that bull flag, and possibly even higher. Zcash, well, still stuck inside the green bull flag. Dogecoin is making a move a little bit. You know, maybe it's not game over for Doge. It has broken the green, so it really now has to push all the way to 12 and possibly to 18 cents. Chainlink, massive rally still ongoing. There is no stopping to this. And Litecoin has to break the red resistance at 74, 75. BMX, very big action because it's out of the green bull flag, so it should keep on going. It should keep on ripping. DYDX, one of my favorite calls. The bull flag is broken. It got back tested. That's the perfect back test. Now it has to get to the green top band and even break it to the upside after a pullback maybe. CKB, it was up 60% yesterday and 40% the day before. Since the break of the red, now the golden top band, the green one was broken and back tested. So that was extremely bullish, right? I had mentioned it a few times. Broken, back tested. Now the golden top band is broken too. There is no stopping it. Now CKB is probably going to get to, well, 4 cents, 4.2 cents. We're at 9 cents. So it's kind of a four-fold rally from, and you can see the gigantic volume yesterday. I don't know what it is. Narrow's network towards community. It's all about Narrow's network. So I have never researched anything on any of these coins, to be honest. But I'm a technical trader. PAL, you know, since the break of the veg, you know, I gave the veg after the break to you. The veg, and I said the red top band is the target. It got to the red, broke it, back tested. So now the red top band, the bull flag is broken. So this is looking extremely bullish too. And I think it's going to get to, well, hard to say where it could get to, but ultimately, if it wants to keep on running, the blue top band is the target, right? Now ENJ, Tezos, and PYR. One of the Tezos is looking good, but PYR, look, I gave you yesterday that it penetrated back into the red. Now it's up 5-6%. And yeah, anything else? AWAX is looking good. You can see it had broken the golden bull flag. The green one is not very precise, but either way, its target is 48.46 minimum. And yeah, I don't see much of a big action. Matic is climbing, is grinding higher. So we're going to see whether it could get to the 111, 110, 120 and break it properly. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Take care. Bye.